We're back again with another action-packed edition of sports this morning, broadcasting live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. My name is Austin Okonakwan. Action-packed world of sports. Where should we start from? Let's dash to the NFF Secretariat in Abuja. We'll continue with our What's Going On series. Today, the question is, what's going on with the Nigeria Football Federation, Coach Stephen Keshi, and Captain Vincent Enyama? For Vincent Enyama, the Federation wants to understand why he failed to turn up at the disciplinary committee hearing. Vincent Enyama is being questioned for, raising security concerns in that game against Chad that was played at Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna. For Coach Stephen Keshi, there are talks of him applying for the Cote d'Ivoire job to lead the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. But Coach Stephen Keshi and his agent, they've come out to say, we didn't apply. My name is Coach Stephen Keshi. My name is everywhere. People are talking. But what's going on with the Nigerian Football Federation? All of this, is it necessary, or do you think it's just distraction? Because remember, in September, we're back again with the 2017 African Cup of Nations qualifying game. This time, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be traveling to Dar es Salaam to play Tanzania. Shouldn't that be the focus? We'll talk about it extensively this morning. Let's continue with the show. We're counting down to the serve-off of the second edition of the Lagos International Badminton Classics. And for the Lagos State Badminton Association, they're hoping to impress because 28 countries have already entered to feature at this year's championship. We'll try to establish connection with some members of the association to tell us how they're getting ready for the competition that will serve up on the 18th of July. The Lagos International Badminton Classics, hoping to impress. Yes, the Super Falcons of Nigeria are no longer featuring at the FIFA Women's World Cup, but the action continues. The final, the quarterfinalists have emerged at the championship, and then this morning, Japan, defending champion Japan, showed that they're actually gunning for the title by defeating the Netherlands. So it's Australia, Canada, China, Japan, France, United States of America, Germany, and England that have made it to the last 8 of this year's FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada. We'll give you updates today on the show. Finally, let's talk about tennis now. We're counting down to Wimbledon 2015. And for Andy Murray, he's on a quest to beat Novak Djokovic. He's been losing several times to Novak Djokovic, and the Briton believes that to win the Grand Slam title again, you must beat Novak Djokovic. So Andy Murray on a quest to beat Novak Djokovic. Let's see how far he can go on that one. We're counting down to the 2015 Wimbledon Tennis Championship. But let's come back to Nigeria, where it's been talks about combining education and sports. And one man that is championing that cause is 2008 bronze medalist at the Olympic Games, Chika Chukwumerije. It says, gone are the days when athletes will drop education just to come into sports. So he's trying to put together a Catch Them Young program where kids will be taught the basis on how to take charge of their education while they're, nurturing their talents. Let's listen to some of the participants talk about the program. It's called Team Chukwumerije. And we'll come back so much to talk about sports this morning on Channels Television. Don't go anywhere. To stay.
I'm very proud of being the team of Team Coach Chika because it has improved me in self-defense. I know where to stand.
And I've learned a lot from the sport called Taekwondo, which has really helped me to build up, to come up, and to defend myself.
The time is right because for almost a year now, we've been working with these young kids. We have a partnership with the Secondary Education Board, and we decided to host this team. Now, why this thing means so much to us is this. This is not just about Taekwondo or winning medals. It's about engaging young people and equipping them with other soft skills that they won't learn in school. And that's why you can see we're in the ideal premises for this, because we believe that our team, the foundation of our team will be education. There's nobody on the team that is not in school or does not aspire to continue the education.
So that's it, Taekwondo giving us reasons to talk sports this morning. And for Chika Chukwumerije. It's about time for us to, combine both sports and education. And I think that's the way to go. It's sports this morning on channels, television, wherever you are in the world watching us. We invite you to be part of the show. You know it's an action part to all those sports, and there's so much to talk about this morning. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will get our attention. The Nigeria Football Federation will also talk about them this morning. We'll talk badminton, we'll talk tennis, we'll talk cricket, and we'll also talk about, of course, the Copa America. So much to talk about. But for you to be part of the program, that's how you can, be part of the fun. We'll be reading a lot of Twitter messages this morning on the show. Twitter and Facebook. And on Twitter, we're channels_sports. It's a verified Twitter handle, updated. You can go there, send us whatever you want to talk to us about on the show this morning, as regards the topics we're looking at. And on Facebook, we're channels-sports. We're also getting email messages. Keep them coming. We're sports this morning at channelstv.com. So that's it. You don't have any excuse not to be part of the fun this morning. Tayo Salam will be part of the fun. Tayo, good to have you on the show.
What are you throwing this time around?
No, I'm keeping my through passes for tomorrow.
No,
I want to see the tactics the NFF will give to Coach Stevie Keshi and then Vincent Yama. Then I'll bring my passes. But
okay.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
I'm close to bringing back my drama series because all of these talks between the NFF, Coach Stephen Keshi, and then Vincent Yama just makes you start asking questions. Tayo, is it necessary or a distraction?
Austin, I'm not going to say whether it's necessary or a distraction, but I'm going to say it's something that needed to be done and something that needed to be taken care of. And unfortunately, it's starting to drag on now and starting to look like it might have a negative effect on the team as they continue on their campaign for qualifying for the AFCON 2017. I hope that's not the case, but that's what's looking like at the moment. And you mentioned Stephen Keshi. His case is very, very clear. So he's appeared before the NFF and disciplinary committee, and we're waiting for the verdict on that. He said his part, he's defended himself, and hopefully when the verdict finally comes out, and we'll see where we go with that one. But for Vincent Ayama, it's a little bit more complicated because he didn't show up for the he didn't show up yesterday at all. He was supposed to show up in front of the NFF and disciplinary committee, but he didn't show up. And I'm thinking to myself, that's you can really label that insubordination because he was actually queried very early on June the 13th when it was queried. He didn't reply to the query, and it was now summoned to face the disciplinary committee. He didn't show up again. So I'm thinking to myself, where we're going to go with this particular one now is the captain of the team, and I believe he should lead by example. Not showing up and not answering the query, it's not the way to go for Vincent Yama.
Not a good one for captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Vincent Yama. A lot of people expecting him to turn up, show some respect, turn up, give your own side of the story, but he shunned it, and I think that may just put him into some troubles. And the Nigerian Football Federation is saying, you must apologize or you'll get the fine.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll wait for the final verdict. But wherever it is, I don't think it's going to be anything too serious, like probably getting a couple of games suspension. I don't think it's going to get there, Austin, or do you think so? I don't think so. It might just end up being a tap on the wrist eventually. But then, like I said, it's just insubordination on the part of Vincent Ayama, not answering the query and not showing up yesterday in front of the NFF and disciplinary committee. Not good at all. It's not a good look for him, and hopefully, I hope he can, work in that next time around. Yeah.
It might not be a serious sanction, Tayo, but I'm just worried he might just start up another drama series, particularly this period that the NFF needs to be focused. I'm thinking they can just call a meeting, say this thing once and let it be done with.
Yeah, but what meeting? We call a meeting and the parties are supposed to show up.
We shouldn't even have left it till now. Just after the game, sit with the team, do a briefing, and just continue with life.
Yeah, exactly. Continue with life, and it's dragged on for too long now. It's starting to look like a distraction, which you alluded to at the start of the show. It's not a good one at all. But then that's how it is sometimes. You have to, manage the situation properly now so it doesn't affect the Super Eagles as they get ready for Tanzania.
The man on your screen, not yet troubled, but the worrying times for him also. Coach Stephen Keshi is being questioned. The Nigerian Football Federation wants to understand whether or not he applied for the vacant Ivorian job. Remember, Hervé Renard quit as the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire coach, and there are talks that Coach Stephen Keshi applied for it. Coach Stephen Keshi has said he didn't apply for the job. His agent clearly stated, I didn't apply for the job. But Tayo, the Nigerian Football Federation, whether or not he applied, this guy is the coach. Is it a problem? He's the coach of the Nigerian national team.
Yeah, but you can understand why the NFF feel that way. If it's true that actually Stephen Keshi applied for a job, when in
signal that he doesn't want this one.
Where's his commitment? That's the case here. So that's what the NFF are trying to prevent here. That's what they don't like about this particular story. But like I said, he said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He doesn't even know how. According to him, he doesn't know how his name ended up on that list. And so we have to take his word for it. And the NFF will do their investigation, and the final verdict will come out, and we'll see where we go from this particular one for Stephen Keshi. I said it earlier when they re-engaged Stephen Keshi a second time. I said it to you, Austin, that it's very interesting to see how this relationship really pans out because we all know what the deal is, Austin.
Okay, the deal at the moment is that we'll wait to find out what the Nigerian Football Federation would do. So either the captain of the Super Eagles, Vincent Inyama, or the coach, Stephen Keshi. So you see, the NFF in the middle of two strong men of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's see if they go win this. But Tyler, let me put you on a pause on that.